When I think back to it the last year, things that happened with me in my life in the last year, it's pretty significant. Much to my disappointment, I will never appear on Oprah, and that's always been, I think, something that's always held in my back pocket, because I do have a story to tell, and it's a story I've kept hidden for 35 years or so of my life. I am a victim of child sexual abuse, and I've kept this secret my entire life, being really two different people, the person on the outside and pretty much pretending, which is what my life was like. I have great gaps in my childhood, and as I've gotten older and become a parent, it's become more apparent how important this was to get this out and no longer pretend that this wasn't something that happened to me and what I experienced and the things I've missed. I was raised with wonderful, cousins and my sibling, and from all outside appearances we were happy and it was loving, but there's obviously a darker side, and through what I'm working on now and trying to put together those missing pieces, this was someone who I loved and adored. It was my grandfather. And, at age 6, 7, 8, 10, it's a very confusing time. I had no idea that there were, in my family alone, 5 of us. I've now taken almost a role of a detective in my own life, of going back and looking at photos and things to help with putting these pieces together of my childhood and who I was and what I experienced. And I have happy memories, of course. It's not completely blank. And I have the not so happy memories. So while going through this, I realized that it felt like a purely selfish act and that I had to bring this upon my family, which is another reason why I think I kept quiet for so long, is you don't want to bring pain onto other people. And I think of as a child, when I think of that child at age 8, 7, 8, of having to deal with that, it hurts. And I've spent a lot of time mourning that child. And when I think about it, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that this happened. It breaks my heart that this happened to other family members. Seeing my own children grow up and experiencing things and not being able to have my own memories, and also realizing that I wouldn't want anyone else to grow up this way. So about 6 months ago, I made a huge leap and sought help. I've experienced a number of physical triggers, emotional and physical triggers, and it just really got to a point that I just couldn't do this anymore. And it's been a rough 6 months, but I'm happy to say that I'm come so much farther than I was. I'm grateful for the people that have been through this with me. My coworkers, obviously my family. Fitness Quest 10 has been incredibly supportive, and so many people have shared with me their own story, and I've just been so moved, and it really kept me going on to continue my journey. Sexual abuse is not a subject that anyone wants to think about or talk about. By sharing my story and to continue to work on myself, I want to inspire others to do the same and join me on this journey. We're stronger together. We're stronger when we talk about these things. I know it's difficult. It's extremely difficult doing this now. I held it in for so long. I will be turning 43 in a few weeks. I didn't ever really talk about this, what happened to me. A few people knew. And last year at a doctor's appointment at 42, I confessed to my doctor that I was scared about turning 42, that I didn't, for some reason, the year 42 frightened me. And I disclosed to her what I had been hiding and what I hadn't talked about. And she gave me some names of some counselors, and she told me 42 was going to be amazing. And of course I didn't believe it. And here I am, a couple weeks out of still being 42, and it has been amazing. And it's been scary, and it's been hurtful, but it has been amazing. And going forward with a newfound purpose by sharing my story, and hope to continue working on what I'm working on and helping others, that something good is going to come out of this. I may not have known the life that I was supposed to have. I may have lost my childhood due to this person, but now I'm living my life, and I'm living with this, and I'm sharing it with others. And my goal is to keep impacting others and to continue working through this. And it does get better. I know it does. It has. It'll be a good year.